right, welcome one and all. Looks like everything is working as it should be. See if we can set up the space here as well. Look at us go, very nice. Can we do this as well and make it work? Oh, we can. Beautiful stuff, beautiful stuff. Welcome to the not quite a retrospective, or not quite a review rather. Sometimes I know what I'm saying. For Sprint 13. We are looking at Sprint 13 and some of the outcomes of it and what we were able to get done. And hopefully we might be able to have some conversations around where to go next as well, which should be very exciting indeed. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make sure that I have everything up that I need to have up. Oh, get that one up here. One day I'll actually be properly prepared. Apparently not today, but that's okay. Things happen. Very good. All right, cool. So, Sprint 13 ran from the 13th of July, I believe. Yeah, 13th of July until today. After this, of course, we'll be doing a quick little perspective and then a sprint planning session to look at the next 3 weeks before the next sprint review. The goal for this one was to enable the flipped professional Scrum product owner course running from August 2nd to 23rd to run. And I'm happy to share that that did indeed happen. It is in fact running as of yesterday. It started officially. It's great. In terms of what we got done to enable that, most of it was continuing with the normal marketing and kind of daily videos we're doing through that on YouTube. But we also managed to finally get the sprint retrospective visual done as well as the video recorded for it, which is great. As you know, my goal for this year is to try and sell out 50% or more of my public courses. So far, not quite there yet, but we're getting close. Each month is doing better and better, which is wonderful to see. I'm still hopeful that we're on the right track. On that, things that we were considering, we were looking at vocal coaching. That is in fact in progress. We are starting that in the next sprint to make sure I don't fry my voice when I'm doing training or recordings, and I can actually keep executing accordingly. Another cool thing you will be seeing is I am looking at that community now. I'm having some requests from people in training that they would like to see that happen. And we finally have the support of an editor during the marketing videos as well on YouTube. So the video quality, the editing quality should go up, hopefully by quite a lot. So both the sound and the video and hopefully improve going forward, which is exciting times indeed. Now I'm just looking at my feed here and it looks like I am, oh, that's right. It's because it's an auto, never mind. Sorry, here we go. Hopefully that means I'm now in higher quality. Looked like I was in potato quality, but looks like it's been fixed. Very good. In terms of what's happening next, based on the stats we're seeing, so we're releasing essentially 14 videos over the last sprint, which is fantastic to see. We've got 6 blogs out the door and one visual created as well. We've gained 2 YouTube subscribers in this last sprint, 31 more followers on LinkedIn. We delivered 2 trainings. What I'm hoping to do over the next sprint, maybe any feedback you provide will change my mind, but it is partially continuing work on this daily Scrum agenda, although it might actually return to the sprint backlog because we might be doing a video soon about working agreements. We might create a simple little visual to use as a template for working agreements. Vocal coaching will begin next week and we'll be working to set up a community. Leaning towards Discord. I know I've said this before. The problem is I'm not set up a Discord community before, so I'm going to see if I can find some people to help me out with that. Other than that, it's pretty much rocking on as usual. I'm considering what measures to use going forward. I realize I've got these measures for social media engagement and content views and site visitors. The good and the bad news is, the good news is I am now using way more social media platforms than I was before. Before it was simply LinkedIn and YouTube, and that was it, and my own website. Now, however, I am on all kinds of platforms, Twitter, Instagram, even Facebook. Just set up a new channel on, or a new account on Threads, TikTok, and I don't have the data for those at this point. So I need to find some way to gather that data automatically, because otherwise it's going to take me forever. And then see if we can get any patterns from those as potential leading measures to be influencing essentially trainings delivered and products sold in general, because that is after all the primary product we sell. Right? But other than that, it's looking like this next sprint is going to be focused on continuing to deliver the Flip product owner course, getting some of these bits set up in terms of essentially maintenance. Heads up for this quarter in terms of the little roadmap. I will be creating a roadmap shortly that's more visual, so you can see what's actually intended to be coming up at a high level. This quarter is very much about setting things up to be able to do more things in the future for Q4 and 2024 in general. So it's going to be me adding more courses that I can deliver as part of my toolbox. It's going to be hopefully updating the website as soon as possible, so it's a bit smoother, a bit nicer looking. It's going to be improving things in terms of the YouTube video quality and audio quality, and maybe even looking at setting up another kind of video format where I do some kind of interview or chats with other practitioners to share, learn and grow together. That's the idea, at least. But other than that, for this next sprint, we're hoping to get started in this one. I'm not sure I'll be able to finish it, although I've got more free time than I usually do, which is nice. But I will primarily be focusing on the working agreement template. Again, if there's any other templates you would like to see me create, let me know and I shall do so. Local coaching is beginning, which is great. So that will essentially be done, because once that's in progress, that's the main thing I was hoping to get started, to actually take the leap, and then getting a Discord up and running to start building that community for people who have done training. I've now also reached enough trainees of my own that I will be starting to reach out to some of them that have consented to being reached out to get some feedback and understanding of what was their experience like from signing up to attending the course to after the course, to see how can I make things even better. And that is about it. I'm hoping to go back and update these historical measures as well, so we can look back and see what's happening going forward as well, because I think it's going to be useful to see for others, to see what's happening, how are we doing, how are we trending. Not just for people interested in how the business is doing, but again, I use this when I'm delivering training. I use this as something we can reflect back on. And I know I keep saying I'm going to find this part of backlog. I will. This sprint was just a very strange one again. Starting to feel like maybe there are no such things as non-strange sprints. Who knows? And that's about it for me. If you've got any ideas, anything you'd like to see, let us know. Leave a comment on the video. Send us a message online. Again, you can find us on pragmaticshift.com. You can find some details about me as a coach on the scrumcoach.uk. And you can, of course, find us on all kinds of social media as well. You can find me on LinkedIn if you want to reach out. And I'm always happy to talk, always happy to help. But with that, we're going to close this sprint review. We managed to hit the sprint goal, which is fantastic. We've got the retrospective done as an increment. And I'm looking at maybe updating this one again to see if we can find a better way of visualizing what is actually happening here. What are we actually getting done? So you get an idea for what are we working on, what's happening, to be more transparent and more accurate to what's actually going on behind the scenes, so to speak. The idea is not to obfuscate, but make things visible. And so you can give real feedback on, do you think we're working on the right stuff? What would you like to see? Do you think we're working on things that will add value to you or not? And then we can take that into account and either pivot, ignore it, or leverage it as something we can do to make our lives even better. And that's it. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.